It's polarizing when you hear speeches not only in this house but even when you consider opinions outside this house. It's polarizing on ethnic lines, and on that basis the tragedy is that this house has deteriorated in its conduct to such a point where differing opinions are not respected, differing opinions are not allowed to be voiced, and one then in that backdrop has to ask the question whether there is any point in speaking. But despite that, it is my duty
for every single person's comment. But unfortunately, he's not here. Karthika Deepam, his police force has gone and destroyed it. Police force has gone and destroyed it. Police force has gone and destroyed it.
Member thought that he was praising the poor member.
Honourable member, you have 2 more minutes.
The Honourable Mahinda Samarasinghe boasted that President Mahinda Rajapaksa didn't want to allow the civilians to come across. When there were different countries, different individuals like myself trying to intervene to save those civilians, the Honourable Mahinda Samarasinghe says he boasts, saying that President Rajapaksa didn't want the civilians to come across because Prabhakaran might escape. Because Prabhakaran might escape. For one man, you chose to destroy thousands and thousands of lives. That is what is called war crimes. That is what is called genocide.
இந்த இலங்கையில் இருக்கும் அனைத்து இஸ்லாமிய பாராளுமன்ற உறுப்பினரை பார்க்க அவமானமாக இருக்கு. என்றால் உங்களுடைய மக்களுடைய அந்த இறுதி சடங்கை செய்யறது கூட அனுமதி அளிக்காத ஒரு அரசாங்கத்தை நீங்க ஆதரவு அளித்திருக்கீங்க. People are going to courts. Minorities are going for courts. Why?
Where you choose to destroy the lives in whole or in part. For God's sake, Honourable member, please. Honourable member, please. For God's sake, the future of this country is going to get an inheritance of this culture.
Why? Because there's a mother who wants to light up a lamp in remembrance of her son. A father wants to light up a lamp in remembrance of his son. For y'all maybe it's LTT. For y'all maybe it's LTT.
Give me some of their time. I just want to make a few points. You call yourselves a defense ministry.
Honourable Sridharan.
You call yourselves a defense ministry for the whole country.
Honourable Sridharan.
You call yourselves a defense ministry for the whole country.
Honourable Ponnambalam, please continue with your speech.
Military, they've given me some time, they're giving me 5 minutes. The defense ministry has 20 divisions in this country. 20 divisions. Of the 20 divisions, Honourable Presiding Member, 16 are based in the Northeast. 16 are based in the Northeast. There are 6 headquarters, 4 are based in the Northeast. Whose defense? Who is your enemy? You claim here that it is only the enemy. But it is the Tamil people that you're oppressing. Is this what you want to convey for generations and generations to come? For God's sake, think again. In order to pursue your chauvinistic and racist policies, you are creating precedents today that is going to curse this country. Curse this country. Curse it to the point that you might quite well destroy us.
You know, in this country, Muslims are going to court, Catholics are going to asking for justice, Tamils for asking, get your people in order. Leader of the house, get your people in order.
Those are the Sinhalese people that I knew. But quite honestly, even 10 years ago when I came as a member, even when the LTT was there, this was not the culture. This was not the culture, madam. People are willing to listen. People are willing to answer. Even though they disagreed, were willing to answer with decorum. But it's a disaster what has come before this country. Make no mistake. You can by all means continue to disenfranchise the Tamil people. You might even succeed in your continued systematic genocide. You might even succeed in totally dismantling our identity. There might come a time that we can't even claim that we ever had a place on this island. But you will leave a legacy that will destroy yourselves.
right, if you keep going at this pace. But I'd like to tell you something. It's taken 72 years and you still haven't been able to destroy our voices, right? Even if it takes another 75 years, you all will not be able to destroy our voices, right? What you all will destroy is you all will destroy this country. This country will go back. We will all get destroyed. Come, let's join hands in getting destroyed, if that's what you want. You want to get destroyed? Let's join hands. Worry about the Chinese. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. Worry about the Chinese, because you've been hitting us so hard. I actually like to say something that my grandfather said in this parliament in 1969, in July 25th of July 1969. He has said, "Mr. Speaker, I'm ashamed that 70 years later this speech is still relevant. Mr. Speaker, my late grandfather was the leader of the Federal Party at one point. He was a member of parliament from 52 to 70, and he has said this in the parliament in 1969. Mr. Speaker, I'll finish this within 1 minute. I'll finish. Mr. Speaker, the Federal Party has existed for more than 20 years. Our objective, our ideal, our goal, our scientific theory has been that this country should have a federal form of government. Now, why do we say that? We are supposed to have a democratic form of government. Democracy is one of the very loose words that is used for a concept and a form of government which sometimes exists and sometimes does not exist in the theoretical form. So I don't want to read the whole thing. I don't want to read the whole thing, but this speech is still very relevant after 70 years. I will finish up. I will finish up in one last saying.
No.
With one last saying. Hatred cannot be removed by hatred. Hatred cannot be removed by hatred. Love. You guys boast that this is a Sinhala Buddhist country. You all can't even allow us Tamil man to speak. Sinhala Buddhist country, you have to love people, not disturb people like this. If you're a Sinhala Buddhist country, if you're a Buddhist, first if you're a Buddhist, learn to respect human beings. Learn to respect human beings. Thank you.